Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. This video is basically a haul of what I purchased from Primark Poundland, and I've got I think one item from a shop called Body Care. You might have one near you. If you watched my last video, I showed you all around Primark, what is new in, some really good pieces starting to come in. I did pick up a few pieces. I did also try them on in that previous video, so today I will just be showing you them. I will link that video below if you did want to go back and have a look at that video. Before we get into it, go and grab a drink of choice. I've just made myself a iced caramel latte. Still loving my coffee. And I think I definitely prefer coffee iced than hot. I think I've worked that out. I don't mind like hot coffee, but yeah, I do really love iced coffee. So I think we will start off with Poundland first. Now I do have an item of clothing here which I haven't even got round to trying on yet. I've got no idea if this is going to look nice. This was in the sale, so if you did watch that previous video, they had this mega sale on. I don't think I've ever seen a clothing sale so huge as that, and it was like priced up to like 75% off, and there was like racks and racks and racks of like £5 and below. So there were a few items that I saw, not in my size sadly. There was a beautiful lilac like smock sort of long dress that had broad on glaze sleeves, but sadly I couldn't find that in my size. So I did pick up this. Again, no clue what this is gonna be like. This was originally 10 and I picked it up for £3. And it's this really pretty, just like denim dress, which is just past knee length, because I remember checking this out in the store and putting it up against me because I don't really like anything above knee length. I will wear it, especially when I'm on holiday, but yeah, I prefer sort of like knee length or below. But I think this is gonna be really flattering because it actually fits right under the bust, and then it's got these like puff sleeves. So yeah, I'm not actually going to try that on. I've just been like cleaning and organising and doing lots of things for our move, and I'm very hot and sweaty. Probably like a bit of a glowy look today, hair scraped up. But yeah, that dress I picked up for £3. Picked up a couple of packs of these for the cats. They've already had one pack. They're the Whiskers Temptations. Now you can actually buy Whiskers cat food that has these in it, so it's like a mixture, and I think they've always liked these. So, and I can't really say that I've noticed like the actual Temptations, like the bits with like the creamy stuff inside before. This is salmon flavour, and yeah, they've already scoffed a bag. So yeah, got them those. And then in fact a couple of weeks ago, I smashed a cafetiere. I don't know what was going on. I think I had butterfingers that day because I'm not really a clumsy person. I don't actually break that much. But yeah, I just happened to catch it and I broke it. Now we do have a coffee machine that takes pods, and my husband has got a subscription that comes out monthly, but normally it runs out before the next batch arrives. So we've got like loose coffee, and as kind of like a last resort, he will then use a cafetiere. So I picked one of these up. Now this was £4, and I'm pretty sure this was in like a sale area. Yeah, so this was £2, so it's basically half price, and I just got it because it was obviously half price, cheap and cheerful. When we move out of our home, we don't know if we'll have like a coffee machine in, hopefully like a Airbnb or something. So I picked up one of these just so that when my husband's coffee does run out, he's got options. If you can hear craziness in the background, hissing, it's my cats going crazy. The two girls don't particularly like each other, and I think it's very much like territory based. So yeah, they chase for each other around the house, and there's lots of like hissing, and yeah. So if it sounds like a herd of elephants in the background, that is why the cats are going crazy. Okay, another treat for the cats, the Licky Licks. Oh my gosh, if you have a cat and you've never tried giving them these, please do, because our cats love these. In fact, our one cat, Bindi, I've only got to say Licky Licks in a high-pitched tone, and she knows what this is, and she comes running. So they love them that much, and especially Bindi. So I got a pack of those. And then, so basically at work, we have an area. It's called, what is it called? Is it Look and Find? Oh my gosh, it's actually gone out of my head now. But basically have this like boxed area, and inside it gets decorated, and it's for children. It's got a door and they can look through. It's all mirrored inside, and yeah, kids just love it. So I've not long just done an Easter one inside. Basically the lady whose role I've taken over, she always used to do it. And if you don't already know, or you're new to this channel, I'm a very creative person. I love nothing more than doing like arty, crafty stuff. Extending into my home, I absolutely love. I don't know if you can see, our room is black. I love interior design. It's just, yeah, I love anything like that. So I've recently just made an Easter one, but obviously next Sunday, or when you see this, it'll be in a few days, is Easter Sunday, and then that display needs to change a bit. So I've got an idea in mind, and in Poundland I bought a few bits to put in it. Obviously I don't have to buy these bits. The majority of the stuff we use is actually from work, but we are allowed to use the odd bits, and I don't know, but I probably could have asked for the money back on this, but it's literally like a couple of quid. So I picked up some of this crepe paper, which is like just out for Easter at the moment, and this was 80p a bag. So I picked up a bag of that, which I'm intending to use for some grass. And then I picked up, so these were on 3 for 2. And I'm sure they were £1 each. So basically that's like £2 for 3 packs. So I got some carrots, which are like in this orange twine. Because I'm going to be making like, I want sort of like a garden. I'm thinking of doing a washing line, like a little vegetable patch. Yeah, that's kind of like the theme I'm going for. I'm not going to give too much away. So yeah, I've got some grass, I've got some carrots for the allotment, and I've also got some flowers. So I picked up these, which are really cute. And then I also picked up some of these, which are really cute. So it was like £2.80 in total. And then the last thing I picked up was actually a pack of 3 of these, but I'm only going to be using one, and I've given the other 2 to my granddaughter. Are these little windmills. So I'm going to be popping one of those inside the Look and Find box as well. Again, kind of like just cute, kid-friendly little garden. And at work I've already made some like clothing out of some bits of fabric. I've also used some decorative paper. I can't wait to move on. So I have already started making the bits, because as soon as obviously Easter has passed, that needs to come down and then it needs to be tweaked again. So yeah, I picked up all those bits from Poundland, and I spent in total £22.05. So there is one item that I've not shown you, but I've already given it to my daughter, and it was a little baby outfit of like a really beautiful, almost like corally colour, long sleeve, like vest, but then it also came with like these leggings as well, and that was reduced to £5, but obviously I've already given it to my daughter. I didn't even think actually to film it, but yeah. So I got a dress, a baby outfit, the cafetiere and cat treats and all the bits for work, and that was only £22. So I'm telling you now, when I move to America, I am going to spend the majority of my time in Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree is one of my absolute favourites. And again, here in the UK, I love, there's Bindi. Shall I see if she does it? Licky Licks! Licky Licks! Licky Licks! See, I said she knows what it is. You're not stupid, are you? Right, how about I squeeze it onto the box, otherwise this is going to make mess. Isn't it, Beans? Oh my gosh, you love your Licky Licks, don't you? Shall we see? Okay. Shall I see whether she'll do it on camera? Licky Licks! No. Okay, come on then. Have it down here. It's not the best of places, is it? You should be having it on a plate or something. Here you go. Can you hear that? And that little bit's gone already. Right, I'm going to give her the rest. I'm just putting it on the box so that she can eat it. Normally, I would feed her out of the tube, but she wasn't up for that. Oh look, now Jasper's come. You're gonna have to wait, mate. I don't particularly like giving him these because he's pretty overweight. His brother, to be fair, is really big boned as well. So I don't think it's all necessarily like just food, but I think a lot of it is food because he's a big boy. A big boy, aren't you, Jasper? Maybe you can have a Licky Licks in a little while. Look, Bins, there's more in the box. Okay. So yeah, what anyone would think that this video is staged. I've got my cat to come in. To be fair, if she'd been out there and I'd called Licky Licks, she still would have come running. But did you see, as soon as I called it, like head went up, like she totally knows what Licky Licks is. And they are her absolute favourite. So yes, what was I saying? I don't think £22 is that bad considering I got a dress, an outfit and lots of other bits. I am obviously yet to try on the dress. I would have liked to have tried it on for you, but yeah. Time is, I've got a day off today and I am literally trying to do as much as possible. So that was Poundland. And then I'll just show you quickly what I bought from Body Care. They are dotted all around. That one is in Bristol. I'm not sure where else they are, but I've been to other places and I've seen them before. So the first thing I picked up was this. It's like this storage box that's got this compartment underneath and then this at the top that you can obviously store bits in. What I've basically been doing is I've been going through cupboards, drawers, and at the moment I've been bagging a lot of things up just so that I'm kind of clearly seeing what we're going to take or what we're getting rid of, and also that it's easier to just like take out, or it is for the people that will be doing our removals. So I just thought that this would come in really handy. I've not totally decided what I'm going to use it for yet. I do have like some crafty bits, sewing kits, stuff like that. So it might either be that or it would be stationery. And I think that was like £3, which I thought was a really good bargain. You could even store like medicines in here. So yeah, pick that one up. And then I got a couple of these. And basically the reason why I picked these up was because it just totally reminded me of my childhood. So I got a bag of cough candy, which my gran used to have all the time and always used to give me one. And yeah, it just brings back, honestly, so many memories. And I saw them in there. And first of all, I wasn't going to buy them. I thought, you know what? No, I'm actually going to taste a little bit of my childhood here. They were only 89p a pack. And yeah, got cough candy. And then I got rosy apples, which I remember a bit of a, like, you know, story time with Lisa. I remember when I was growing up, most 6-week holidays I would spend with my gran for the majority of it, and or at least, like, you know, minimum of 2 weeks, anything up to 4 or all the holidays. And her sister, so my auntie, owned a bed and breakfast. And just up from that bed and breakfast was a little corner shop, and they had all of the boiled sweets in the plastic jars, or it might have even been glass jars then, I really can't remember, but you know, the screw lids. And I'd go up to the shop and I'd ask for a quarter of, or you could have like a mixed quarter of, so I might have like half of this and then half of another, but measuring up to a quarter. And yeah, it just, again, just totally reminds me of my childhood. I did also pick up a pack of pear drops for my mum. I always remember my mum's always said to me how pear drops were her favourite growing up. Personally, I don't particularly like pear drops. I feel like they've got this bit of a weird taste to them. But yeah, she loves them, and you just don't often see things like that. I know there are like shops dotted around the country that do sell the old-fashioned sweets in the jars, but yeah, a little bit of my childhood there. And then I also picked up my son a just like deodorant stick. So yeah, that was all that I picked up from Body Care. But I thought that storage box was a really good find for like £3. Okay, and then moving on to Primark now. So if you saw my last video, or you've paused this and you've gone back, or you're going to watch it afterwards, I picked up this pair of jeans. They are the Primark Edit jeans, and I still am undecisive about these jeans. I'll just show you them. They are really beautiful, and the denim is just so soft. But I can't decide. So these are basically a size 8. These come up stupidly big. They are obviously an elasticated waist. They only had an 8, and I think I would have liked to try a 10, but they only had the dark version of these in like larger sizes, and I didn't like the shade of the dark. So I do really like these, but I don't know, it's going to be one of those things that I'm going to find that it digs in around my waist and it annoys me. I could do with kind of like wearing them around the house for a little bit, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm still undecisive. I just don't know if I'm this like wide-legged jean person. I've only had them, I don't know, maybe about a week. So I am going to like leave it for now. There's no rush to return them, and probably keep going back and like trying them on again. I forgot to say how much they were. So yeah, Primark Edit, size 8, and these are £22. But if you're looking for a pair of jeans that doesn't necessarily feel like a pair of jeans and is just ultra soft and movable, then definitely have a look at the Primark Edit, because they are lovely. So next item again is a Primark Edit range. I actually picked this dress up in 2 sizes because I think in store I tried on the 18, and I did feel that I probably could, maybe, it depends how much like sizing down it is, could have gone down to a 16. So I have picked up a 16 as well. This is 100% linen and £34. Now last year Primark brought out a dress very, very similar to this. So it's very sort of like, almost like fit and flare really. It's got pleating sort of detail to, well, not pleating, but almost like seams down the middle that gives a pleating effect. And I think the one last year had like a scoop neck, and I'm sure I tried that one on last year. But yeah, this is a V-neck. I'm not sure if I prefer, I did really like the round neck last year, but I felt like it didn't fit me right around the bust area, whereas this one I feel like fits me a little bit more. So it might be that is because this is a V-neck. But yeah, it's so, I love linen. I really do love linen. It's really soft. It's cool. It's got pockets, which obviously, you know me, if you know me well, you know I love pockets. And yeah, it's just a really beautiful dress. They only had a stony colour, I think. But it wouldn't surprise me if they were to bring out another colour of that one. And at the bottom of the bag is the size 16. So yeah, I'm still to try on those, but I obviously did try it on in my try on video. That was the one before this. So go back and see. That one that I tried on in the fitting rooms, I'm sure was, yeah, it was the 18, and I've got a slightly smaller size. So we'll see how that fits, but such a beautiful, cool dress. You would need to wear like nude. For me, I wear cycling shorts under all my dresses. So I would be wearing nude cycling shorts, but I'm not sure if you could get away with just like nude underwear. I don't know, because it was a little bit on the see-through side. But then I had cycling shorts on, I think the day I tried it on, and you could see where my cycling shorts ended, but they weren't nude. So yeah, I think you'd have to just try it on with just in underwear to see whether it would be see-through, but it's not a lined dress, so it is on the thinner side. And then I picked up this t-shirt, which again I tried on. This is also, oh no, it's not Primark Edit actually. I really like this. I just think it's beautifully simple, just a lovely t-shirt, but then it's got this detailing, which just, I don't know, just gives something to the t-shirt rather than it just being a plain, boring t-shirt. And I think in the try on, I tried this on with the jeans, and yeah, it's just really lovely. Just like gathered t-shirt material. £8 in a size medium. Again, super soft material. I'm definitely all about like soft materials. For me, it needs to feel lovely and comfortable, not scratchy at all against my skin. And then I tried on, now I can't remember which one I tried on the changing rooms, because I basically had too many items for the changing room, so I gave some back to him, and I can't remember which one I tried on in the changing room. But again, if you go back to that video, you'll see. I picked this up in both colours. This is a size medium and a size 8. And again, it's a t-shirt with just something about it. I wouldn't say it's the normal kind of t-shirty material. And then it's got this striped pattern, which is hard to explain. It's almost like it's separate from the t-shirt. You can't really see here, but can you see it? No, it's just not really showing up, is it? It's like almost like a separate stitch to the rest of the t-shirt. It's very hard to explain. A bit of cotton on it. And then I didn't actually notice in the changing rooms, but it's got this little pleat detail at the back. Again, just giving it something rather than just a normal boring t-shirt. And it almost feels like, I don't know, it almost feels like it could be a mixture of cotton and linen, but I don't think it is. But yeah, just a really lovely t-shirt. I just like that. Again, a little bit on the see-through side, but I think with a nude bra it would be absolutely fine. And then I also picked it up in the black. I've just realised it was obviously on the wrong hanger. This is a size small and the other one's a medium. So I'm not actually sure whether this would be too small for me. I'm not too sure. But yeah, it's actually a small and I thought it was a medium. Again, £8. Really lovely. And then also the pleat detailing to the back. It just gives it something, doesn't it? I just think, you know, t-shirts can be a little bit boring at times. Let me see if I can... Right, so it shows up a little bit more on the black. Can you see? It's almost like it's a separate stitch. Yeah, it's showing up way more on the black. Yeah, just really lovely. And just something a little bit different. And then lastly, something really boring. So at work, shoe-wise, I always wear my black Crocs and I wear black socks. So I am looking, well, I am going to try and get another pair of black Crocs off Vinted, because my Crocs are fleece lined. So when I obviously started with the company, it was cooler months going into winter, and I knew I was going to wear Crocs every day to work. They're just, I think for wearing to work, they might not be the prettiest, but they are so practical. They're like non-slippy, they're easy to put on and just perfect for work. But now we're starting to get a little bit warmer. I am noticing my feet are sweating and getting quite hot, and then my feet are feeling quite itchy. And I think it's because they are like fleece lined. So I just need to bite the bullet and buy another pair of normal Crocs. So yeah, I'm looking on Vinted. I'm not paying. The Crocs I've got now, I think I bought them from a shop. I think I did. And I just don't want to pay any more because, yeah, I just don't want to pay any more. So I'm going to have a look on Vinted and try and get a pair that aren't fleece lined, and hopefully it'll be a lot more comfortable, especially as we're going to be getting into potentially warmer weather in the future. So yeah, socks. I've got lots of, well, not lots. I bought maybe a pack or two when I started the job, and as usual, the sock fairy just takes them wherever because she likes socks. My socks just have disintegrated. I don't even know where they are. And it's just so frustrating. So I bought another pack. These were only £3, and yeah, they're similar to the ones that I've already got. I mean, yeah, you see a little bit colour on the heel, but it doesn't really matter, does it? I don't care. So yeah, I got another pack of the socks. They've got the colour on the heel and then the colour on the toe. And yeah, that is everything that I picked up from Primark. I would definitely say for me that I am more of a lover of Primark during, I was going to say spring, summer, but more pushing on to the summer months. I don't know. I tend not to really buy that much from Primark during the winter months. And if I do, it's like the basics, like a hoodie or something. I just love Primark in summertime when, you know, they're getting all the dresses in, like the pretty t-shirts, all that kind of stuff. So I would definitely say I more enjoy shopping at Primark during those lovely summer months. So yeah, let me know what you think about the jeans, and if you haven't already watched the try on, go back and, you know, let me know what you think about the jeans, because I'm just not sure. I'm sat on the vents, and I think one thing as well about them is they are quite long, so I think they are potentially going to be not trailing, but as in they are going to be touching the floor, and I'm not sure I'm a lover of that. And I know you're going to say that I could take them up, but I can't be arsed with that, to be quite honest. So yeah, let me know what you think. But I really hope you have enjoyed this video. I think my next video is going to be a Halara haul. I've already filmed it. I filmed the try on. I just need to edit it. So yeah. If I don't see you before Easter, which I may not. I don't know if I'll upload. I probably will on, well, I don't know whether I will on Sunday actually. I have got Sunday and Monday off, so we'll see how it goes. But if I don't see you before, have a wonderful Easter, whatever you're doing. Enjoy your roast lamb if you're having roast lamb, and some family time if you've got family. If you're not subscribed already, there is a little sub button below, and if you could give this a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. As I say always, and you probably get sick of me saying, but it does really help the channel grow, and I would really appreciate it if you could just give it a thumbs up, even if you don't want to subscribe, although it is free. Until next time, take care everyone, and I'll see you really soon in my next video. Bye.